Welcome to another segment of Startup Talk. I'm Tom Kindred, Regional Director for the Small Business Development Center here at Indian River State College. Startup Talk is a show designed and produced to highlight and create awareness about the very powerful and robust business assistance and resource programs available right here at Indian River State College. On today's show, we're going to discuss a strategy that could help a business grow, expand, and increase their revenues through government contracting. Then we'll speak to a local business owner who's done just that. So with that, let's get down to business. This is Startup Talk. Welcome back to Startup Talk. You know, I often speak about the power and the value of the Small Business Development Center as a resource for the local business community. And the real power and value of the program really comes from those consultants who work within the ranks of the SBDC. These professional, credentialed individuals possess incredible business acumen and years of real-world business experience. And I'm proud and pleased today to have with us one of those very experienced SBDC consultants, Mr. Scotty Wilson.
Morning, Tom.
Scotty, thank you so much for being on the show, taking out time to be with us this morning. So let's start with you. A little background on yourself, professional background, kind of the pathway to the SBDC at IRSC.
Okay, well, my pathway is probably a little bit not like the normal pathway for some of our consultants, but I'm a veteran of the Marine Corps, and then I worked 28 years in state law enforcement. And during my 28 years in state law enforcement, I worked my way up the ranks and eventually became a logistics officer. And that's where the part of what I do now with the SBDC is tangible. As a logistics officer, I was in charge of deciding what we needed to buy and then buying it, trying to find qualified vendors that could provide that product to us. We wanted products that obviously we could save as much money as we could, but we definitely wanted quality products. So vetting vendors was something that I did on that side of the business. Now I'm on this side helping vendors become eligible to do business with those types of agencies.
Okay. Talk to us kind of in your worlds and your words, the SBDC, the role it plays within the local business community.
Our role is pretty large, and unfortunately I think that sometimes we say we're the best kept secret in town. Right. We're doing everything we can to get away from that description.
Hence your appearance today on the show. Yes.
Yes, and but our services, obviously there are specialists within the SBDC, but we are a statewide organization that we assist businesses in their growth, basically. And we provide services such as financial assistance. Right. We provide services, business consultants who will help you develop a business plan. You know, if you're going to seek financing for your business, you better have a business plan, or you're not going to get very far. We have an international trade specialist. If you're wanting to export your products or import some products in for your business, she will be of great assistance to you. You need to reach out. And then we have business consultants, and these consultants have been there, done that, and they have a wealth of knowledge to share, and so the services are unending.
Right. So, I mean, the SBDC is really here as a tool to be used by really any stage business, whether they're just starting out entrepreneurs or whether they've been in business for many, many years.
Yes,
You've got resources and tools and things to use to help their business grow and expand.
Yes.
Now you just touched on, you were talking about, actually mentioned some of the team at the SBDC at IRSC. So how many are in the team, and amongst that team I think there are some folks that do some specialties.
Yes, there are 17 members here at IRSC. And we have an international trade specialist, we have a growth acceleration specialist, we have business consultants located within the 4-county region that we serve, Indian River, Martin County, St. Lucie County, and Okeechobee County, to assist businesses in those areas. And like I stated earlier, all of them come to the table with experience in what they are assisting our businesses in.
Okay. So within the ranks of the SBDC at IRSC, there are these specialties that exist. Now your specialty and your primary focus is government procurement, government contracting, is it not?
It is.
Now, you also hold a high-level certification through an organization for government contracting.
Yeah, recently certified with APTAC, it's a nationwide association for procurement technical assistance centers, and I got the certification of a certified procurement professional. So
okay. So, I mean, let's talk about the government contracting aspect. I mean, this really could be a strategy that could help a local business grow, expand, and increase their revenues. Is that right?
yes, it can be, and obviously it depends on the product or the service that the business has to offer to the government, and that can make it dependent on which section of government you want to solicit.
Right.
And that could be local government. Your business could be a local business that could provide services to the local government.
Like a city or the county.
City, county, schools, which they all buy, and they all buy a lot of stuff. You may want to reach out to state government. You may find your niche in state government, or you may find your niche in federal government. And in some cases, depending on the product or the service, you may find a niche in all three of those.
Okay.
So that's something that we help businesses determine.
All right, so kind of dive into it for me. How does the SBDC actually help a local business get engaged in this government contracting space?
If a business decides they want to explore or engage, we have a 6-step process, and one of the first ones is evaluation. So we would evaluate the business, the product, or the service that they want to offer to the government. We'd try to look at the market. We wouldn't try, we would look at the market.
Right.
What's the current trends in the market at the various levels of government for the product or the service that you want to offer? And after that evaluation, we may make a determination that, your business, you're ready to go, but now we'll go to the next steps.
Right.
But we also may determine your business isn't ready to go right now. And rather than you spending time and making efforts in that area right now, there's maybe some things that we can do over the next year or 2 years to better prepare you to go into the business.
Okay.
Unfortunately, what happens is sometimes businesses are solicited for whatever reason. They may explore it on the internet, and all of a sudden they start getting solicitations from companies that tell them that, hey, you let us do this for you, and you'll be guaranteed a certain number of contracts, and unfortunately some fall victim to that.
Right.
And they pay fees for like registering with the federal government to do business, and I've had customers who have already expended $2,000 to $5,000 in just getting registrations that they could have accomplished on their own without
any charge.
Yeah, and that's something that we would help them do.
Right.
So by all means, if they're even thinking about it, maybe spending an hour or two with me, we can hopefully save you some money and get you started in the right direction.
Right, and I think, and again, I think it's worth noting now that you brought it up, there never is any charge to engage you as a consultant at the SBDC.
No.
So you're going to provide them, if nothing else, some immediate overview of this whole government contracting space, kind of do an evaluation. Are they ready? Are they not? And again, a big part of the SBDC, I think, is that you're going to have a candid and honest conversation with that business.
Yes.
You're ready, or you're not ready, or you can be ready if we do these steps.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, does the SBDC have any specific tools within the organization that complement this government contracting program?
We do have a lot of tools, and some of them are specific to government contracting. I'll talk about that in a minute, but we have a lot of other tools that are just specific to their business that are beneficial. Usually prior to a customer or a client coming to me, if they haven't already been there, we like for them to go and visit one of our business consultants, one, to make sure they do have a business plan in place, and wherein that business plan does government contracting fall. And it needs to be a part of the business plan if you're going to actively go out and seek those government contracts. And not only in the business plan, but in the marketing plan. And marketing plans are very important.
Right.
And marketing plans within the government, especially federal government, are very important too. So we'll work on that. Those are some of the things that are available, and several different tools by my colleagues at various levels of what their expertise is. They offer those. The tool that we offer, one of the tools we offer specific for government contracting, is called Bid Match. And Bid Match is a program that we build a profile for the business based on the type of services or products that they want to offer to the government. We determine the region, whether they want to be in, let's say, the state of Florida or a particular region of Florida, or if they want to go nationwide or they want to go worldwide, based on the product or service again. But then what this profile does is it goes out and it seeks opportunities that are being advertised by city, state, local, and federal government for that.
Okay.
And the tool works well on most businesses, depending on how fine we can tune that profile down. But it does. We continue to work on it to make sure that we're getting the opportunities that business may be seeking. But anyway, daily you get a feedback on anything that matches the profile that we built for your business. And then you have an opportunity to look at that. If you're interested in it, then you can open it up and see who's offering it and what the protocol is for submitting a bid for that contract.
Okay, beautiful. Now, real quick as we wrap up, I want to make sure too that we talk about, you also will assist a business, especially veteran-owned business. You will assist that business in getting veteran-owned certified. Is that the correct term?
Within the federal government, state government has the certification programs as well, but we'll talk about the federal government. They have certification programs wherein they set aside approximately 23% of the federal budget to small business. And within that 23%, it's broken down beyond just small business, but there also is women-owned small business, minority-owned small businesses, veteran-owned small businesses, and hub zones, the historically underutilized business zones. But I'll talk specifically about the veteran-owned small businesses, service-disabled veteran-owned small businesses. I'm a counselor for that as well. And what that means is a business that is owned primarily at least 51% by a veteran can submit and apply to be certified as a veteran-owned or service-disabled veteran-owned small business. When they get that certification, it does make them eligible for set-asides by the federal government for those particular certifications. And what's new news on this certification, in June of 2016, there was a Supreme Court decision called Kingdom Ware, which came out with specific language and instructions on the veteran-owned small business program within the VA. And basically that stated that the rule of two applies now. Anything that is bought or solicited by the Veterans Administration has to be going to a veteran-owned or service-disabled veteran-owned small business, as long as there are at least two of those businesses available to provide the service or contract. This is huge because the Veterans Administration is the second largest agency in federal government, second only to the Department of Defense. And in fiscal year 2016, the Veterans Administration spent over $189 billion out here on just buying everything that they needed within that. And the state of Florida, we came in with $13 billion in the state of Florida just through the Veterans Administration.
Wow.
This certification doesn't, if you're a veteran-owned business, veteran-owned, service-disabled veteran-owned small business certified in the state of Florida, you aren't limited to just selling and bidding on contracts in the state of Florida. You can seek those opportunities nationwide and worldwide as they come available. So these certification programs that they work, but one thing in any government contracting, you have to work at it.
Right.
Just getting certified doesn't mean the contracts are going to fall in your lap. You still have to get out, knock on doors, get familiar with contracting officers, and actively pursue those contracts. And the businesses that are successful are doing that.
Okay. Well, incredible what you can help a business do. You can weave their way through getting ready for government contracting, help them get the certifications and all the necessary paperwork done to help them get ready for that. You can help a business get veteran-owned certification, which allows them to become part of this very lucrative space of government contracting. So, Scotty, I thank you so much for all you do for the community.
You're welcome.
Thank you for what you did for the state of Pennsylvania, and thank you for your service to the country. And appreciate what you're doing here with the SBDC. So with that, we'll be right back with more Startup Talk.
At the Florida SBDC Network, our mission is simple: to help Florida businesses grow and succeed. Our consulting, training, and information services make it easier for Florida businesses to reach their potential. Whether you're currently in operation or just starting out, The Florida SBDC Network has the right tools, resources, and expertise to help you succeed. Visit us online or contact your local office to get started on your path to success today.
Looking for a good job? Hoping for a promotion? Then do something about it. Get the skills you need for the career you want through quick job training at IRSC. It's quick, convenient, and affordable. Gain the skills employers actually want. Oh, and financial aid's available too for those who qualify. So get started today with quick job training and let IRSC put you on the road to success.
Welcome back to Startup Talk. You know, offering business assistance and resource programs is so important both to a local and a national economy because it's really about job creation. And these jobs are created through the work and the dedication and the leadership of local business owners and operators and entrepreneurs. And I'm proud and pleased today to have one of those local entrepreneurs and local business leaders, Mr. Clive of Venergy Group. Welcome to the show, Corey. Appreciate you taking time out of your day to come join us here on Startup Talk.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate having us.
So let's start with you. A little background on you, pathway to the creation of Venergy Group.
Absolutely, Tom. Very blessed as a young child to be raised by my two parents. I have two brothers, a sister. Dad comes from a very big military family. We're third generation. I'm third generation military. With his military experience and corporate experience, we had the opportunity to travel every 3 years as I grew up. With that, I had the experience to travel overseas and understand what I wanted to do after graduating high school. When I graduated high school, I joined the military. While I was in the military, had the opportunity to focus on engineering, business operations, business management. When I got out of the military, I went into corporate America, made sure I understood all aspects of business, and was highly encouraged by a few mentors to start my own business. If I started my own business, they were going to continuously be involved, help me be successful, and help the partners and the employees be successful. In 2008, the economy changed for the worse in St. Lucie County. Gave me an opportunity to reach out to a few friends and family and see what work was out there to expand my horizons. And that's what's led me here today.
Nice. All right, so talk about Venergy Group, the company that you formed and you now own and operate.
Yes, sir. 2009, I decided to start my own business and had, again, a few great partners and mentors to help us be successful. Our focal point was to constantly help veterans coming back from war and building that camaraderie that we've always had. With that being said, we wanted to put them back in places where they were going to relate the best to the same experiences and people. So that was becoming a military or federal contractor. 2009, we ended up winning our first big contract as a subcontractor, and that has given us the chance to diversify and focus on where we are today.
Okay. Talk about some of the specific services provided by Venergy. What areas do you guys operate in?
Absolutely. So we started in the power quality field. We ended up getting our general construction license, our electrical license, our mechanical license, and our roofing license. As we continuously focused and tried to stay ahead of the curve with technology, we wanted to continuously allow our military to be the leader of the world. With that being said, we focused on energy, sustainability, water conservation, which has now allowed us to diversify into some of general construction experiences, design build projects, which allows my guys to continuously grow, allows our team to get different certifications and really make them more employable in the long run.
Right. Now you mentioned earlier that you saw the opportunity because of your military background of those that you were employing, saw the opportunity to benefit from being involved in government contracting. So is that primarily why you got involved in government contracting?
Yes, sir. I think the passion to watch what's happening around the world and continuously making sure that our military has the resources they need to stay ahead of the curve was a very big passion to the leadership team as well as the employees. Allowing people to bring us new technology, allowing bigger companies to mentor us and allow us the opportunity to grow and be their partner. No individual can ever do this by themselves, and I think that's very instrumental in the government procurement side of things. Is how creative can you be to get to the next level? Who can you surround yourself to make sure you win these contracts? And our team has done a very, very good job at that recently.
Yeah, that's a great point you make too, that it gives you an opportunity to work with bigger companies and learn from those bigger companies too. So tell us how you came to be engaged with the SBDC and Scotty and the government procurement program here at the SBDC at IRSC.
I think, as Scotty previously mentioned, the SBDC is one of the best kept secrets around. To have someone or any individual with different abilities and characteristics and put themselves where we were previously and have the experience and be able to relate and speak the language. The government world is a very niche market because you have to understand all the acronyms, you have to understand that there is an $800 billion allocation of funding to go after. You need to have a plan in place. You need to be able to speak intelligently about that plan so the SBDC can help. And that's what the local SBDC, with the current leadership of our local politicians, you have Dr. Massey at Indian River State College, who is a great leader in the community.
Well, and understands this whole small business and economic development space too.
It allows us the chance to grow. I think it's very important that it starts from the top. So from our county commissioners to our local politicians to Dr. Massey to the SBDC, which has allowed us a great opportunity to become more involved, hire local people here, career workforce.
Yeah, right.
Great. We hire probably 2 people every 2 months from career workforce.
Great.
So the opportunity that we're all communicating and what the SBDC, understanding the government.
Yeah, kind of specifically, anything, that Scotty, and you've talked about it, you've said, helped you, brought some of his experience from the government procurement world, brought some of that knowledge and kind of, helps with understanding the language and helping folks weave through the system. Again, a couple of the things that maybe SBDC specifically brought to Venergy Group.
Absolutely. So being involved with the SBDC since 2009, having Scotty join the SBDC team has been instrumental. He tracks us. We're in this database. He will contact me for new opportunities. He will contact me to partner with other vendors that he thinks will give us a stronger team, stronger advantage to win a contract. And he also just sends the routine emails, hey, Corey, congratulations on this award. And for him to go the extra mile to just watch and see how we're developing and see where he can add a little more value to give us a more competitive edge is instrumental, where you don't find that in many places, especially in today's society. You have so many people that are worried about them. Scotty is a true team player, and it comes from his experience, from military to law enforcement. He relates to our team pretty well, and the synergy is phenomenal.
Okay. Well, listen, had an opportunity to come out and visit your place of business a couple of months ago. Got to meet some of your team members, got to meet some of your family that's involved in the business. Just congratulations on what has really become a very successful, business here and right here in Fort Pierce and St. Lucie County, Venergy Group. Very impressed with what you've done, and we'll always be part of what you need us to be doing too. So, Corey,
yes, sir. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
I appreciate the time. Appreciate your service to the country also, and good luck with the future government contracting business.
Thank you.
Thank you. And with that, we'll be right back with more Startup Talk.
Interested in doing business with the government? Helping businesses understand and win government contracts is an essential service of the Florida SBDC Network. Florida SBDC Network Government Contracting Specialists can help you obtain registrations and certifications, prepare bids, and even match you with contracting opportunities from agencies that buy your goods and services. Want to learn more? Visit us online to find your local office and get started on your path to success today.
Thanks for joining us for another segment of Startup Talk. Remember, all the business assistance and resource programs discussed on today's show are available through the Small Business Development Center right here at Indian River State College. For more information on the SBDC and all the activities under the Dan K. Richardson Entrepreneurship Development Institute, visit irscbiz.com. That's irscbiz.com. From the Kite Center located on the beautiful main campus of Indian River State College, I'm Tom Kindred. We'll see you next time on Startup Talk.